Hi guys. It is after midnight. It is almost 12:30 a.m. and I was having some blackout spells earlier while I was trying to work out some plans and stuff and had to take a nap and so now I can't sleep. So I'm back up again, shaping my clay because there's really not much else to do. Well, I do need to finish working on my plans, but I'll get to that too. But I'm working on this block here. Um, I did not end up going out today. Well, yesterday technically, and fundraising because just like the asking the people that I know for money, I just felt myself having a lot of anxiety around going out and asking people for money in general. Just the idea of all the questions that people are going to ask, the very rude comments that I know generally comes into play. Even when I was fundraising for another cause, like a actual organization, um, somebody rudely came out and was like, well, why don't you get a job? And I'm like, I have a job. This is my job. So I had to show her the stuff and everything and all of that mess. And I just don't like dealing with that. I don't like dealing with people's rudeness, like how rude people are sometimes. And I have a whole separate YouTube channel that's dedicated to that. Now that I know, also good news, I learned how to change my thumbnails. I learned how to see who is subscribed to me, and I learned how to change my titles, like my YouTube name and all of that good stuff. So my old YouTube channel, I have a previous YouTube channel that I was using for other stuff, just random stuff. And I decided to dedicate it to good deeds, which is going to be the name of my organization. I did a test run with it, which didn't necessarily go as planned, but as it was a short run, it was a short test run as also, and also that's taken in consideration the foundation or lack of foundation that I was starting from. So I kind of backed off on that just a little bit. I was going to open a thrift store, which I do still plan on doing. I am going to still be doing soon. But I put that on hold due to my moving, as this YouTube channel started off with the whole moving process. I put the thrift store and the good deeds channel and organization on hold to just get my life in order, at least more than what it is. So but yeah, I address on that channel, I have addressed in the videos that I already posted some of the misconceptions that people have with homelessness, and also the way people treat each other. The way, even down to the way you talk to each other. And why that should be brought more into the light. So I just feel like people need to do more of a self-check and to a self-analyzation, just to realize that sometimes the same things that you're judging one individual for could actually turn around and end up being your circumstance as well, in the blink of an eye, actually. And it's crazy how people don't realize that. So, even if when I am out there, even if I am asking for money for myself, it's not very wise or kind to judge me or anybody else who is out there having to do that. Although there are a few individuals, as I spoke about in the video before this one, about who try to make it their living to just be a panhandler, like getting so much money off of panhandling, which I do not agree with at all. When the individual that I heard told me that that's what they were doing, I was very disgusted by it. But at the same time, even with me being personally affected by people who do that, because it makes people not want to help individuals like myself in the time period when I needed it. Because people tend to assume that if one person is doing something messed up, then everybody in that situation is doing it. And that's not the case. But even though I was directly affected by it, I still maintained enough integrity in myself not to talk rudely or nasty to that individual, because I also have to take into account that I don't have a full picture of this individual's circumstances or life. So I don't know what steps or path led up to him making that type of decision to do something like that. I don't know the whole story for to judge anything. So that's just how I think. That's how I tend to treat people in situations. If it's a situation where it's like, I mean, it has to be a very reasonable circumstance for me to like react in a certain way to something that somebody's doing. It has to be something like kind of direct and unmistakable, or even if it's not unmistakable, then it's usually I will question it. Like I will ask questions before I just make direct judgments. Again, that's just me. I'm not in any way, shape, form, or fashion saying that everybody's going to do or think like myself, but that's my morals. So anyway, um, not to make this video seem like a lecture or anything, but that's just acknowledging and letting it be known who I am and what I stand for. So I like I said earlier, I was thinking about going out. I was intending on going out and fundraising, but then I just couldn't get up the nerve to go out and do it without a situation where I desperately have to. And then because I thought of, I have funds that's in investment, and although it's not enough do to do both my aunt and my uncle's accounts at the same time, it is enough for me to do one of their accounts. And then when the money comes back next week doubled, then I can do the other account as well as another individual's account who I already told that I would do theirs. So, and then again, what money I spend on that the following week, that will come back to me doubled again. So that's just how things that's just how I work things out. So I just have to put it on paper. re-edit my plans on paper. Um, it's just going to be more of a slow and steady walk versus a trying to do things in a faster pace that I would like. Um, because it's not really, to me, putting myself out there like that any further when it's not like a complete necessity is just not worth it to me at this point in time. I just need a break from that amount of stress, that type of stress. And I also feel like a part of the reason why I don't have the support in the things that I be trying to do is because too many people have seen me in those type of circumstances where I've had to do those things, and that's what the picture they paint of me as a whole, and is that's being me and who I am, that they paint the picture of me as in that making me who I am. You get what I'm saying? So, which is not who I am. So I just want to do a whole turnaround with my life and let people finally see me for who I actually am. Which is also why I decided to do this vlog channel as well. Because I feel like it's long overdue and it's well needed for me. This is, yeah, it's for your entertainment, education, and so on and so forth. But it's also for me, just to clear the air around myself. So yeah, that's my new plans tomorrow, or today rather, when I wake up, which is probably still going to be early because I tend to wake up early even when I go to sleep late. But I will probably, most likely, if I will have to be checking one of my investments because it's actually in the middle of a transaction as we speak. And right now the transaction is down because it's a volatile type of investment, but very well worth it as long as you know what you're doing. So that's going to depend on where that's at the time. But sometime this week, even if it's not tomorrow, sometime this week, I will be withdrawing the money from my investment to reinvest into helping my aunt and uncle get their account set up. And we'll be going from there with that. So yeah. Yep. I hope you guys had a beautiful day. I thought it was good. It was supposed to be feeling good outside. Earlier I said that it looked like it was a beautiful day outside. It looked like it felt good outside. But then I stepped outside and it was kind of chilly. Ridiculous. Like, because the day before, I keep wanting to say yesterday, but technically it's a brand new day. So it's, yeah, the day before, it was like really, really hot. And then all of a sudden the next day it's just cold. Like the sun is there, but it just was it was, I guess, hidden a little bit behind clouds. And it wasn't really windy, but it was like cold wind, cold air, or cold breeze. That's what it was. It was more like a cold breeze. Up until like a few hours past noon. Then it got like just okay feeling. Still something where you would be best to wear a jacket. Small jacket maybe. So yeah, that was the day. I'm hoping, as if I recall correctly, it's supposed to be warm today. I'm hoping that'll be the case because I would like to get out and enjoy some nice sunlight, some nice warm sunlight. Not too hot, but nice and warm. But if it's hot, it'll be whatever it is. I have on my black dress anyway. That I was planning on wearing yesterday, but since I didn't go anywhere, I didn't change. So, like I said, I have to wash laundry, and as a matter of fact, that's most likely I'm gonna end up doing that today as well, so that they can be in the process of drying, because I'm gonna have to hand wash some things, because we don't have a washer or dryer here in the meantime, and the laundromat is not in walking distance, especially with me having so much to wash. And my mom had surgery a couple weeks ago, so she's in recovery. So she can apparently, because I heard she came over the other day to bring my uncle his medicine. But I'm not gonna call and ask her to come and pick me up, because she's supposed to be recovering and resting. And if that's what she's supposed to be doing, that's what I want her to do. I mean, she's the type, she's gonna do what she want to do, but luckily, and I'm happy that what she wants to do is rest. So that's what I'm gonna let her do. Even though I need my clothes washed. But as always, a path will be laid for me, God willing. This shaving this clay is very tedious, but kind of therapeutic. I purposely dried this clay out for me to do this, because it had been sitting for a while with me doing nothing with it, because I had this clay for well, probably a couple of years now. The original clay that I had got moldy, and I didn't find out until after I had thrown it away, well after I had thrown it away, that I probably could have salvaged it, and I ended up getting a whole brand new box of clay. But I didn't end up getting to do anything with it. So it just sat. And well, I tried to work on some things which didn't turn out as planned, and I end up having to demo it. So that ended up being carved down into this whole container of dried clay dust. And so I just decided, well, why not just take the rest of it and let it finish drying out, since I already knew it was getting hard, and just shave it down so it can all be together, and I can just, you know, claim it, well, re-moisten it, or if I chose to, I could, if I needed to, and I just needed to go ahead and get the money for something, I could just repackage and sell it as clay powder. I don't know. But in the meantime, this is my boredom thing and therapy. Until I have the proper space to be working with something as messy as clay. Because I don't want to stand at somebody else's place. I just don't want to be making too much of a mess. And when I'm working with my clay, I don't want to be having to think about not making too much of a mess. Not so much. So I don't need to have to care so much about that when I'm in the process of creating, because I need my mind free. So that's why I'm not doing that at this point in time in life. I would like to be doing my Swarovski work though. I really would like to be doing that though, because that's not messy at all. And that's very therapeutic, and also could be very lucrative. Extremely, extremely lucrative. especially for what I want it to lead to. Which I'm a little upset because, well, not, I ain't gonna say I'm upset. I'm content, but um, I was upset when I found out that some of my ideas that I had were also some other people's ideas, and they got around to doing it before I could. Very soon after I had the idea, which was very frustrating. But that's what comes with not having the funds to do things as they come into your mind. And I just have to come up with some new, unique ideas. I mean, I'm probably still going to do it just because I still just want to do it. But I'm going to have to come up with something else as well because I want to do something. I want to do something different that, as far as I know, hasn't already been done. I mean, even if I do those things in this area, and I'm purposely not saying exactly what any of it is because I don't want anybody to take my ideas before I'm able to do them myself. But, which is still a likelihood it could be done, but I don't want to help that to happen. But, in this area, even though it's already been done elsewhere, as far as I know, it hasn't been done in this area at all. I haven't heard of it or seen it in this area. As a matter of fact, when I speak of any of it, it's just like so unheard of that that's a major reason why I'm not getting the business in that area, because of the fact that people want to see it before they order it, and because of the fact that it's not in this area, they don't know about it, so they don't comprehend how it would look. So it's kind of like a show me state, even though my thought process is things are more valuable when you're the first. It's the most valuable when it hasn't been done yet, and then it kind of depreciates in value the more it's done. So I feel like I would want to be the first to have something, but most people don't think like me, so hey, I guess. Now I have a sister who likes to have unique things. She likes to have things that other people don't have, but she's not well off enough yet to afford the amount of Swarovski crystals that it would take to do that. And unless I become rich, I can't afford to buy her the Swarovski crystals to do it for her for free just yet. So so. I really wish I had some people to be on this vlog channel with me. I had some people that I looked at as my friends, and I was really anxious to do my vlog channels with them together as a team, because things it's just more interesting when I have somebody here to actually talk to, instead of me just feeling like I'm just talking to myself and just I don't like doing all the talking, even though some people think I do, because I've always been known to quote unquote talk too much, but I really don't like talking too much. I like talking with people. I don't, as I said before in previous videos, I don't like monologues. I love dialogues, because I tend to feel like feel kind of crazy when I feel like I'm talking to myself. or I feel ignored. In this situation, I just feel, it just feels weird. Not as weird as it used to, because I'm more, that wall is slowly coming down as far as the shyness when it comes to me speaking on camera. But it's just better and easier and less awkward. It's just, I feel like my videos come off slightly awkward. Well, very awkward. And it really doesn't depict my true character. It kind of, I don't know, comment below. Do you think my videos seem like I really kind of lack character a little? Because I feel like it does a little bit. And the purpose of this channel is to get around to showing my true character. And I don't feel like it's doing that. So I just hope that someday soon that I will start having somebody on my channel with me, or people on my channel with me, so that I won't be just talking to myself, you know? Have somebody I can actually interact with. Some of y'all be doing lives and all that. I don't quite know how to do that yet. I think I probably have to download the app, which I had before. I'm sure I had it before, but it was taking up so much space on my phone. Should I re-download the app? I think I'm going to wait until I get more subscribers and until I get a new phone. Because I don't know if y'all will be interacting with me on my live either. Because right now, I don't see any comments. I saw one person comment. One of you guys commented below on one of my videos. That was the one where I was telling about my life. The motivational one that I did. I forget your YouTube name. I know your real name in person because I know you. I know the individual, but I don't remember what their YouTube name was. Otherwise, I would shout them out right now. Even though we kind of beefing a little bit right now, but it's okay though. I still love you. I still love you. It's all goody twin. There you go. Shout out to my twin from another womb and another year. I call them twin because I'm a Gemini and they're Gemini as well. We both happen to be June Geminis, as a matter of fact. Which is kind of why we kind of connected initially. That was the beginning of our conversation. But anyway, we kind of beefing a little bit right now, whether they know it or not. I'm sure they should know it. But it's all goody. It's all peaches and cream. It's going to be all love on my end anyway, regardless. All that love, energy, and stuff. And stuff. I be thinking about just like doing some carvings with these things. Ooh, I might do that. Should I make this into a carving? I don't know, maybe not this one. I have a few more blocks. If y'all would like to see some of my carving work, also comment below on that as well, if you're still watching. Comment below and let me know if you would like to see some of my carving work. If I see some comments below saying that you're interested in seeing some of my carving work, I'll do something for you. Hopefully y'all don't wait too long to comment until all the clay is all shaved down. But even still, if y'all say y'all want it, then I'll still do it. Because I like carving. I'm very detail oriented when it comes to my art. When it comes to creating. I love doing very detailed stuff. That's just my passion and my gift. It's all in the details. And trust me, you won't be, well, I mean, not everybody. I don't expect everybody to like it. Because everybody, there's always going to be some people who don't like something. But most of you, I don't think most of you would be disappointed. Because even people who, even my biggest critics tend to like my art. So, not being cocky, but that's why I say that. Because even the ones I find that I get the least support out of in anything, I do get good reviews when it comes to my art. And my poetry. I'm also a poet, guys. If you didn't know. If you don't know, now you know. Although I haven't been writing lately much, so been having kind of a writer's block. But that comes and goes. Any writers know about that. That's something that just goes with it. Sometimes you have writer's block. And if I try to force it, then it just comes off kind of, it don't turn out being something that I would want to put out into the public. I mean, some people might like it, but I just don't want to, I don't feel confident with it when I force it. I feel like you could tell. I would go ahead and carve this one, but I don't have the, no, I'm not going to use that. Yeah, I don't have the tools that I need on hand right now, but I could easily get them. Yeah, that's something I could get my hands on, some tools. Because right now, as you see, I'm sitting here carving and shaving down with my scissors, which were brand new, and they're probably going to be done for by the time I'm done, if not before I'm done. But I don't care because I think they were only like $1 or so, because I definitely got them from the dollar store. There's some pretty nice scissors that have come from the dollar store, and it's definitely doing the job. It gets dull in spots after a while of shaving, and I have to switch up angles and spots and directions and all of that stuff, but it's doing the job. Now if I had my metal bone, then that will be working better right now, because that was the bomb diggity when I was using that. But I lost that in storage. I didn't, well, I let the storage unit go with that in it. I cut my losses. Storage unit was just too far away for me to keep having to travel back and forth with me being, I was sick a lot around that time period, so I wasn't having money coming in like I was before then when I got the storage unit, and I wasn't able to get back and forth to the storage unit like talking about to go and pick the stuff up. I definitely didn't have transportation to like a truck to load all of my stuff into to pick everything up. So it was just best for me to cut my losses because the fees started adding up to what I was just not willing to pay. But anyway, I'm about to cut this video off because I think it's about to come to the end of this rope. Just letting y'all know I'm up. I'm about to try to go back to sleep, but I was up because I couldn't sleep. But anyway, y'all have a beautiful night. Sweet dreams. Love. Peace. Stay up. Stay love.